The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "Take advantage of 5 before 5, your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before you are preoccupied, and your life before your death." Reflecting on this profound guidance, are you ready to remove the habits that prevent us from maximizing these blessings? Today we embark on a journey to quietly eliminate 10 habits from our lives, enhancing not only our spiritual connection but our everyday experiences as well. Stay with us as we explore how removing these burdens can lead us to a purer, more focused life inspired by the wisdom of Islam. 1. Inconsistency and wrong prioritizations. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of consistency in our actions, stating, "The most beloved deed to Allah is the most regular and constant, even if it were little." This teaches us that small consistent acts of worship and good deeds are more beloved to Allah than large sporadic ones. It highlights the value of regularity in everything we do, from our daily prayers to our commitments at work and home. Therefore, prioritize your life so that your faith and essential responsibilities aren't overshadowed by less important activities. Make a schedule if you must and try to stick to it, ensuring that your actions are aligned consistently with your spiritual and worldly goals. This approach not only brings tranquility and satisfaction into your life, but also keeps you on a clear path towards righteousness. 2. Excessive complaints. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, offered profound advice to foster contentment, saying, "Do not look at those above you. Look at those below you, as it helps you to remember Allah's favors on you." This teaching encourages us to shift our focus from envying those who may have more to recognizing and appreciating the many ways in which we are blessed. Often, when we compare ourselves to those who seem better off, we fall into the trap of complaining about what we lack. However, by considering the struggles of those who might have less, we can truly appreciate the abundance in our own lives. Let's strive to cultivate a habit of gratitude, actively acknowledging and being thankful for our blessings, big and small. This practice not only pleases Allah but also enriches our lives, replacing negativity and dissatisfaction with a sense of peace and contentment. 3. Envy. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned us about the dangers of envy with these profound words, "Beware of envy, for envy devours good deeds." Just as fire devours fuel, envy can corrupt our hearts and rob us of our inner peace by making us resent the blessings of others, instead of feeling bitter about what others have. Islam teaches us to focus on purifying our own hearts and finding contentment with the blessings that Allah has given us. By appreciating what we have and wishing well for others, we can protect our good deeds from being consumed by the destructive flames of envy, for delaying your tasks. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised us to take advantage of 5 key opportunities before they are lost. Your youth before you grow old, your health before you become ill, your wealth before you face financial hardships, your free time before you become busy, and your life before you pass away. This wisdom highlights the importance of acting promptly and not putting off tasks. By managing our time wisely and addressing our duties without delay, we can make the most of our current circumstances and prepare ourselves for future challenges. Let's strive to complete our responsibilities as soon as we can, ensuring we don't regret missed opportunities. 5. Jealousy. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, provided a profound guideline for nurturing genuine faith. None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. This teaching underscores the importance of selflessness and mutual well-being in the community. Jealousy undermines these values by filling our hearts with discontent and resentment when we see others succeed or possess what we desire. Instead of allowing jealousy to take root, we should cultivate a spirit of love and empathy when we rejoice in the successes of others and support them in their endeavors. We not only adhere to the Prophet's wisdom but also foster a healthier, more harmonious community. By replacing jealousy with this proactive love, we align closer with the essence of true belief and strengthen our own faith. 6. Lack of gratitude. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, imparted a profound lesson when he said, "Whoever does not thank people has not thanked Allah." This teaches us the importance of acknowledging and appreciating the kindness and efforts of others, as it is a reflection of our gratitude towards Allah himself. Recognizing both the small and big blessings in your life is crucial. Whether it's a simple meal, good health, or the support of family and friends, every blessing deserves acknowledgement. Make it a habit to express your thanks openly to those who make a difference in your day, from a helpful colleague to a supportive family member. This not only fosters positive relationships, but also cultivates a heart that recognizes and values the countless blessings bestowed by Allah. 7. Gossip and backbiting. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once asked his companions, "Do you know what backbiting is?" His companions, showing their respect and eagerness to learn, replied, "Allah and His Messenger know best." He then explained, "Backbiting is when you say something about your brother or sister that they would not like. It's like talking behind someone's back in a way that if they heard it, they would feel hurt or upset. This could be anything from mocking, criticizing without good intention, or spreading personal information without consent." The Prophet, peace be upon him, teaches us to either speak positively about others or to choose the dignity of silence. This guidance helps us avoid the sins of gossip and backbiting and encourages us to foster a community based on mutual respect and love. 8. Wasting time. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, wisely noted the value of time and health as blessings, stating, "There are two blessings which many people lose: health and free time for doing good." This teaching reminds us that each moment is a precious commodity granted by Allah, meant to be used with intention and purpose in today's fast-paced world. It's easy to fall into the trap of squandering time on unproductive activities like excessive social media, browsing binge, watching TV shows, or engaging in idle gossip. These habits not only drain our time, but often leave us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from our spiritual goals. To make better use of our time, we should strive to fill our days with activities that enhance our personal growth, strengthen our relationships, and deepen our connection with Allah. This could include setting aside specific times for Quran study, engaging in regular prayer and reflection, seeking knowledge through books and lectures, participating in community service, and nurturing meaningful relationships with family and friends. Additionally, it is important to balance our worldly duties with our spiritual practices, ensuring that we remain grounded in our faith while fulfilling our responsibilities. By consciously choosing how we spend our free time, we can avoid the regret of wasted opportunities and instead build a legacy of beneficial deeds. Remember, the way we use our time directly impacts our spiritual health and our journey towards Jannah paradise. Let us honor this blessing by dedicating time to what truly matters, fostering a life that is both productive and spiritually rewarding. 9. Holding grudges. Holding on to grudges and resentments can poison the well of our hearts, leading to a life filled with bitterness and unhappiness. In the teachings of Islam, such behaviors are discouraged as they not only harm individual souls but also the fabric of the community. The wisdom of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, offers a clear and healing path forward. He instructed, "It is not lawful for a Muslim to be estranged from his brother for more than 3 days." This directive underscores the importance of addressing conflict swiftly and with a spirit of reconciliation. The harms of holding grudges go beyond spiritual consequences. They have tangible psychological and physiological impacts. Research in modern psychology supports the notion that forgiveness can lead to lower levels of anxiety, depression, and major psychiatric disorders. It's also associated with better physical health, including lower blood pressure and improved heart health. Holding on to anger and bitterness can trigger a host of stress-related issues, weakening the immune system and increasing the risk of chronic diseases. From a spiritual perspective, forgiveness is a divine attribute. Allah is described in the Quran as the most forgiving, and He commands us to emulate this quality in our dealings with others. Forgiving others is not just an act of mercy towards them, but a fulfillment of our own spiritual duties. It is an act that cleanses our heart, preparing it for the reception of divine light and wisdom. By forgiving, we mirror the mercy that all lives extend to us, thereby attracting more of His mercy towards ourselves. The social implications of forgiveness are profound. In a community where forgiveness is practiced, peace and mutual respect flourish. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, not only preached forgiveness but also practiced it even with those who had gravely wronged him and his followers. His life is replete with instances where he chooses forgiveness over revenge, thereby healing divisions and building an inclusive community. This model of conduct promotes social cohesion and strengthens community bonds, which are essential for the well-being and unity of the Ummah. Letting go of grudges involves several steps. It begins with self-reflection, understanding why we hold on to certain feelings, and assessing their impact on our lives. This is followed by a conscious decision to forgive, which may require us to empathize with the person who has wronged us. Communicating openly and honestly about our feelings can aid in this process, as can making do with our supplication for the strength to forgive and for guidance. Lastly, actively rebuilding trust and understanding can restore and even enhance relationships. In the larger view, forgiveness fosters resilience. It empowers us to overcome life's inevitable setbacks and conflicts with grace and strength. It teaches us to handle grievances in a way that promotes personal growth rather than emotional stagnation. As we learn to forgive, we develop a more profound capacity for compassion, understanding, and empathy, which are cornerstone virtues in both personal development and community building. Practicing forgiveness has a ripple effect. By choosing to forgive, we set a powerful example for others, especially the younger generation, who learn from the actions of the adults around them. Teaching forgiveness and demonstrating it in our daily interactions help cultivate a culture of patience, tolerance, and mutual respect. The process of forgiving is also deeply connected to our spiritual rituals. Regular prayer, fasting, and reading the Quran can enhance our capacity to forgive, as these practices connect us with Allah and reinforce our resolve to follow His path. They remind us of the bigger picture and help us to let go of petty grievances. For those who find it particularly challenging to forgive, seeking counsel and support from community leaders and elders can provide both practical advice and spiritual comfort. These resources are invaluable for healing and reconciliation, offering a space for mediation and understanding that is deeply rooted in Islamic principles. Forgiveness is a journey sometimes challenging but always rewarding. As we strive to forgive, we must remember to be patient with ourselves and others. The path to forgiveness is not always linear, but with steadfast faith and perseverance, it leads to a place of peace and spiritual fulfillment. By nurturing a forgiving heart, we not only obey Allah's command, but also enrich our lives with peace and contentment, paving the way for a healthier, more harmonious existence. 10. Neglecting self-care. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, imparted profound wisdom when he said, "Your body has a right over you." This essential teaching from the Hadith highlights the Islamic perspective that taking care of one's physical health is not merely a personal preference but a significant religious duty. This principle asserts that maintaining our physical well-being is crucial to fulfilling our obligations both to Allah and to those around us. Self-care in Islam is comprehensive. It encompasses a holistic approach that includes physical, mental, and emotional health. Physically, it involves eating a balanced and nutritious diet that provides the energy and nutrients necessary to sustain daily activities and worship. The Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him, encourages moderation in eating and emphasizes the health benefits of foods like dates, honey, and olives. Regular physical activity is also vital as it strengthens the body and improves overall health, which the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself practiced through walking, horseback riding, and even engaging in sports like archery. Adequate rest is a critical component of self-care. Islam teaches the importance of sleep, emphasizing it as a time for the body to heal and rejuvenate. The Prophet, peace be upon him, encouraged adhering to a routine that balances work and rest, even teaching specific supplications before sleeping to enhance the quality of rest. Mental and emotional self-care are equally emphasized in Islam. The religion advocates for regular reflection, prayer, and meditation, which help manage stress and foster a peaceful mind. Practices such as making dua supplications and performing dhikr, remembrance of Allah, are not only spiritual exercises, but also promote mental clarity and emotional stability. Engaging in community activities, maintaining strong family ties, and fostering good relationships are also seen as essential practices that support emotional well-being. Ignoring these aspects of self-care can lead to a diminished ability to fulfill one's religious duties effectively. For instance, poor health can impede one's ability to perform the daily prayers which require physical motions such as standing, bowing, and prostrating. It can also affect one's ability to fast during Ramadan or perform the huge pilgrimage, which demands significant physical exertion. Practicing self-care also aligns with the Islamic principle of preventing harm, which is emphasized as a key aspect of leading a righteous life. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught that we should neither harm ourselves nor others, and neglecting our health could be seen as self-harm. By not taking adequate care of our physical and mental needs, we risk diminishing our ability to perform our religious duties and serve our community effectively. The concept of self-care in Islam extends to one's appearance and hygiene, which is considered a part of faith. The Prophet, peace be upon him, placed great importance on cleanliness and neatness, often discussing personal hygiene as integral to a Muslim's life. He advocated for regular bathing, oral hygiene, and the use of fragrance, especially when attending communal prayers. This not only fosters self-respect, but also shows respect for those around us, enhancing the sense of brotherhood and unity during communal worship. Mental health is a critical component of self-care that is gaining recognition within the Muslim community. The teachings of Islam encourage seeking knowledge and understanding, which includes awareness of one's mental health. Addressing issues like anxiety, depression, and stress through professional help. Counseling and community support is in line with Islamic teachings that encourage seeking solutions and remedies to difficulties in the sphere of emotional health. Islam teaches the regulation of emotions through self-reflection and mindfulness, the practice of muhasabah or self-accountability, where one reflects on their actions and intentions. Daily is a form of emotional self-care that helps in personal development and spiritual growth. It allows individuals to identify areas of improvement and seek forgiveness and guidance from Allah. In recognizing the rights of the body, it is crucial to consider the environment we live in. Engaging in activities that promote a healthy environment such as community cleanups and being mindful of our ecological footprint are extensions of self-care that also care for the collective space of the UMA community. The balance between work and leisure is a part of self-care that Islam encourages. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recognized the need for leisure and recreation and engaged in activities that brought joy, such as spending time with family and friends, playing with children and enjoying nature. This balance is vital for sustaining energy and enthusiasm in both worship and daily responsibilities. By understanding and practicing self-care in these comprehensive ways, Muslims not only uphold their religious duties but also contribute positively to their communities. Each act of self-care is an act of faith, a step towards fulfilling the comprehensive Islamic way of life that cares for the mind, body, and soul. These habits and embracing the wisdom of our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, we can lead more fulfilling and spiritually aligned lives, reflect on these teachings, implement positive changes, and witness the blessings unfold in your life. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace be upon you.